So the first thing you should do when working with node.js is check to make sure that it's installed on your machine. If you're on a Mac, what you want to do is find your terminal application. I'm going to use Spotlight right here to get to it. And from the terminal application, try running a node ---- version command. If you see something come up, it means that node.js is already installed in your machine. If you don't get a version, go to the node.js website at nodejs.org and click on Install right here. It'll download an installer. I'm going to go to my Downloads folder and go to the Node package that it just downloaded. Now from here, you just need to go through the prompts and hit the Install button. You may need to type in your password for your computer. Once the installation is done, you should be able to go to the terminal and type in node ---- version to make sure that you've got the latest version of Node.js installed. If you want to make sure that you have Git installed in your workstation, you want to do git ---- version. If you get a version number like this come up, it means that you do have Git installed. If you don't get a version, then what you want to do is go to the Git website at git-scm.com and click on this download link. It's going to download it into my Downloads folder. And now I'll switch to my Downloads folder and uncompress the installer. Go ahead and run it. Run this package and just go through the prompts. You may have to type in your password for the computer. Once the installation is successful, you can go back into your terminal and type in git ---- version again and make sure you've got the latest version installed. If you know you're going to be using Heroku to publish your websites, you may want to download the Heroku toolbuild. It will automatically install Git for you. First, you'll need to go to the Heroku toolbuild website. It's at toolbuild.heroku.com, and then click on this Heroku toolbuild for macOS X link. This will download another installer. You want to click the Keep button here. And then you want to go to your Downloads folder and run the package installer. You may have to type in the password for your computer. Once you install that, you can go to your terminal again and run Heroku ---- version to make sure that you've got the latest version of the Heroku toolbuild installed. If you want to get Sass installed on your machine, you'll also need to go to the terminal. And you can check to see if you've got Ruby installed on your machine by running a Ruby ---- version. Ruby is required in order to run Sass. Mac OS X comes with a version of Ruby. To check to see if you've got Sass installed, just run a Sass ---- version command. And if you get something, then you've got Sass installed and you should be good to go. If you want to install Sass, all you need to do is type in gem install Sass. You may need to run this under the sudo command. The sudo command is the super user command. So if you see any errors in the installation, try typing sudo gem install Sass and the terminal will ask you for your password. You may also try to update Sass by running in a sudo gem update Sass. You may also want to install the Susy package. Susy is a package that offers responsive grids for Compass and Sass. You can find out more about it at susy.oddbird.net. To install Susy, you pull up the terminal and do a gem install Susy. And that's all there's to it. Another thing that you may want to do is to run the Grunt Installer. To do that, you normally do npm install -g and then grunt CLI. However, I know that I need to run it as the root, so I'm going to add the sudo command at the beginning of this. I have to put in my password. Installing. You may not have to put in your password. However, in some instances, it's required.